What is up, fellow humans? I'm here to help you build a personal moat so that in the AI age, you have an advantage and you can surf the wave and use AI to your advantage and not get left behind and become a member of the permanent underclass. Colin here, ECOM for 12 years, entrepreneur for 18, and now putting most of my attention to building a moat in the AI age. I've never been this excited to wake up to work. I've always been excited to wake up to work, but it's different now. And I want to share with you this tweet right here and give you a little bit of motivation on why you should F your weekend plans and the things that you can do and things that you should dive into. And if you haven't started, or if you're doing a little bit, if you're meandering, or if you're watching by the sidelines, you need to stop. You need to dive in. I had the same resistance as you because I run company, team, all this crap. And I didn't need more things to learn and do, but I kept seeing the hype of it. The hypesters on Twitter got me. They got me, especially with Claude and the personal agent who I've built myself, and I've banged my head against the wall multiple times doing that, right? So I'm like you, where I was gonna watch a little bit, let these things develop. Maybe I'm too early. Claude came out, changed everything. And now you can see all the LLMs, they're competing so fast. Innovations are so fast, whether it's on agents. Now I even saw Elon talking about X as agents yesterday. It's crazy, and it's gonna keep getting faster and more competitive, and you want to be in the game, okay? So that's what I want to talk to you about. You don't want to watch over the next 3 to 6 months as people solidify their knowledge and their skills in this AI game and then completely pass you by, whether it's in your job. Everyone around you, the people that are using AI are gonna smoke everyone else, because I've already seen it. I've literally seen it up close with my own team. It's also gonna be mandated to you, probably. If you want to do your own thing, build a business, sell something, you're gonna lose out to somebody that's using AI. They're gonna outwork you, outcompete you, outreach you, outsales you. They're gonna just beat you, outmarket you, out content you. They're gonna beat you. And this is why this channel is about building your personal moat, which is your brand and your network, which is why I'm now spending a lot of time doing content, even though content doesn't make any money and I'm not even really trying to sell anything actually, or it doesn't really benefit my businesses. I'm an e-com, whatever. I'm here because I think this is the future. So I'm building my own personal brand and network and moat, if you will. And I'm going to then use that to leverage whatever comes next. Maybe it is an e-com, and I don't know, maybe I do something else. You want to start now. Even if you don't have a direct goal to make money, just become AI enabled, understand these things, build things, some of which I'm going to show you right here. Don't sit on the sidelines. And this is why you should fuck your weekend plans. It's because you need to do these things, okay? Learn Claude Code, or even just Claude Cowork, okay? Perplexity Computer could try that. You could set up Claude Cowork, which I actually recommend, unless you're actually coding something. You could do a lot of this just in Cowork and Claude itself, and then use something like Lovable to build the app here that I'm going to show you in a minute. Try OpenClaw setup, or maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard, but like, it's worth going deep. If you have the time, I would recommend it. And on that, like, all agentic solutions, you should understand. You should understand the different models. You should get some token burning, some wasting some money. You should figure some things out, right? You could use AI to create a business plan, strategy, an outreach plan, a marketing plan. It's incredible, right? You could actually write a book. You could start dictating and share your life story, or share something you're an expert on, and then feed it to Claude. It'll organize it. I can't even fathom, actually. That's the next thing on my to-do list, is to start doing that, because I have a few books that I've written in the past that I haven't actually finished. So I'm going to reactivate that. You could build a second brain database. A lot of people are using Obsidian. Notion, LogSeq is one. I haven't heard about that in a while, but probably Obsidian is the top one right now. And you could just use it for learning. Notebook LLM right now is my current favorite. In fact, I have a Notebook LLM right now that is building me an options trading podcast, basically. So uploaded the video file. Now generate me a long form podcast with a quiz section built in between each main section, then a final quiz at end section. Okay, this will create it sounds like a real podcast. I kid you not. I've done it for multiple things. I'll feed it an ebook and I'll say turn this into a podcast. It's incredible. You could do much more with this. I'm barely scratching the surface, right? You can do like slide decks, flashcards. You can have it quiz you. You can do interactive where you actually talk, I think, and then it talks back to you. It's insane, right? So learning with this stuff, game changer, okay? You just have to get in and do it and build it and have the desire to learn. That's the thing, okay? So back to the tweet here before we get too off track. These are the things that you could be doing, not just on the weekend, but every day, okay? I would recommend, if this is at all interesting to you whatsoever, that you should start spending an hour a day. If you have a day job, then just an hour a day right when you get home or as part of your relaxing time. Scroll Twitter, train the feed to feed you a lot of AI stuff, pull on different threads that you like, watch some YouTube tutorials, go on TikTok, watch some videos on this, and then just try to build stuff. More than anything, you got to build stuff. So Claude, Notebook LM, GPT, and I'm trying to think what else I have in my stack right now. I'm using Open Claw hosters, I think, to build a Claw, but that's not even really necessary. I would probably start with Claude Cowork, or maybe this Perplexity Computer thing, because it can integrate to a lot of things you have, and you don't actually have to build things and go through all the memory stuff and the security stuff that you have to do with Claude. It's still a bit early. It's going to keep getting better. So maybe watch some videos on it, get in this game and start building and doing things. Let me show you a couple of things I've done real quick. This is my claw setup in Telegram, and it's got my morning check-in, my morning brief. It's got my weekly goals. What are my top 3 goals for the day? It asks me, then I tell it. It's got some team tracker stuff I want to track, and it gives me reminders. And I can do anything with this. I've set it up to connect to multiple Notion databases for different things. And then I can tell it to update that, move that back, add this person to my CRM, set this as a tracker for this person with this date. And I just tell it and it does it. Okay, it's incredible. And I have some proactive recurring cron jobs, which is like recurring stuff during the day, and a schedule and a weekly schedule. And I've barely scratched the surface with this. I've only programmed like 7 or 8 things out, mostly around a daily process. It's incredible. Okay, so I would recommend exploring this as well. One more thing before I let you go. Let's see if it actually produced this for me, or if it is producing. Yeah, so it's generating. It's going to take a while. We have, okay, so this app I built. I did a video on this the other day. It took me $25, 25 minutes to basically mostly vibe code this app. Okay, it's not hard coded. This is actually lovable. So it's not hard coded, but it looks the freaking same on my phone. And so what I'm doing is I'm using Lovable, which is kind of like a pre-code, easy way to do it before I go to having a mobile deployable hard coded app. That's my next phase. It's going to take a little bit more time and bugging out, right? That I got to fix. So I'm kind of putting that off. But for now, what I did is I took my daily tracking. I've been doing on a pen and paper. I print out a piece of paper from a Google Sheet and I track these things manually. And I've always struggled with getting things related to like the gym, because I'll go from office to gym and then back home. And if my clipboard's only at home for the morning and night routine, I always miss the middle stuff. So I gave it a screenshot. It mocked this up for me. It told me what to feed Lovable, fed it to Lovable, built the thing. And now it's interactive and it's incredible, right? It's just a very simple check mark habit tracker. And the way I'm going to build this app out is I'm going to be able to, like, if you want to collapse these and collapse these to edit these, I guess you do it in the today area. Yeah, so I'm still running into a bug there. It's supposed to fix that. And then I thought when I hovered over these, it could let me edit it. There used to be a desktop where I could edit hover. So, it's the thing. You got to like work these bugs out, but it functionally does the basics right now. And it even's got these cool trackers where it shows me how much % for the day I've done for the different things. These are actually weekly. So it doesn't, that's the type of thing I'd have to expand out, clean up. I have this goal setting emoji thing based if I hit my goal for the week. I ran into something like with sauna. If I wanted to do sauna 14 times in a week, as just an example, I wanted a ability to do that because like right now kind of limits to 1 day to a 7 total for the week. So there's like obviously things that you would develop next that make the most sense. But I mean, for 25 minutes and $25, because I had to pay for the level subscription to get the credits, incredible, right? And I can start using this on my phone. I can find out the things, the bugs, the better workflows, whatever. And then, I mean, I can literally publish this in the Apple Store, which I need to write down as a goal. My goal was to publish this in the Apple Store in about a week or so. I don't know, maybe 99 cents, $2.99. Customizable habit tracker, purposefully simplistic, incredible, right? So if any of this sounds even remotely interesting to you, start doing the work, spend a little bit of money. More than anything, spend your time. Start learning, consuming, but also start building. I can't recommend this enough. In the future, and when I say the future, I mean 3, 6, maybe 12 months, it's going to be people that are AI enabled and using these things to get a massive advantage and move 100 times faster. It's going to be everybody else. And that gap is going to continue to widen. You don't want to be stuck as, for lack of a better term, the underclass. You want to own the assets, silicon, energy, things like that. They're going to benefit big tech, et cetera. And you want to own, Bitcoin, real world assets, have real world skills, but also have a personal brand and a moat. That's going to be the thing that's going to take you through this next huge evolution of human economics. Like the human economy is going to change in ways we can't even fathom. But one thing's going to be for sure. When you can click one click button, build anything, the thing that's going to derive value in that marketplace are going to be trust signals. And that's going to be you, your network, your brand, your content. Do people know you? Do they like you? Do they trust you? They will buy from you. They will do business with you. They will hang out with you. They will talk to you. Everything else is going to be like AI, robots, some young kid in India, like creating something that looks like really good because he can. Everything else is going to basically be not an option for people because it's all going to be the same. So it's going to be 100% commoditized out of the market. And people are going to look for what can they trust to make a decision? What can help them make a decision? And it's going to be people. I don't really see any other way around this, right? So in a funny, ironic way, we're finally at this point where the internet has kind of made it where we need to go back into real life. Like social media wasn't really social media. I think social media is actually just now getting started, where everybody on earth, if you don't have a social media account, if you don't know you and follow you, you're just literally not even like this, Now, that said, real life networks matter a lot too. So even if you're not posting on social media, If you know people in real life and you go to meetups and you have, business contacts and things like that, that can definitely take you a long way. But I still think there's going to be a point where even with that, you're going to have to add the online element. It's going to be like if you're in LA, like they ask you for your Insta. I don't know if that's still a thing anymore, but if you're in LA, you don't get people's number, you get their Instagram. And that's how you kind of determine who they are. You see what they post. It's kind of like your business card. Okay. All right. I won't ramble on. Get in the game more than anything. That's the key. Get in the game, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, get the betterhumans.substack.com. Emails every week to help you build a moat in the AI age.